The change is here. Gaming is changing for forever. Assassin's Creed is just another instance of that. For those of you that don't know, a news story dropped today from Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg that Ubisoft plans Assassin's Creed Live online game service. And basically what it sounds like is that Ubisoft is going the way of Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto Online. There's going to be this perpetual game that is never ending that will be added to. Now, this was broken by Jason Schreier to be called Assassin's Creed Infinity. What's more interesting about this is later in the day today, Ubisoft actually came out and did confirm indeed it is Assassin's Creed Infinity and the future of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Now, this is a blog post. This blog post basically says nothing. It says, hey, what they talk about from Ubisoft is that we're merging our teams. The way that we're developing the next Assassin's Creed Infinity is indeed the name, is different. We're bringing them all together and changing. They didn't actually mention anything in this about it being a live service. But the fact that they did confirm it's Infinity, I think does mean that it is a live service. When you look at games like Halo Infinite, not a live service, maybe that's the wrong language, and maybe it's the language that Ubisoft wouldn't use. But Halo Infinite, I think technically is going to be the same. It's the same idea. It's the same concept that you have this base game. There's no longer going to be Halo 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's going to be Halo Infinite. That's it. On Halo Infinite, we're going to get chapters and additions constantly added to it, similar to what Destiny 2 has done, or even the first Destiny, but Destiny 2 I think is a better example because it's built on a framework to last, infinitely. I think Grand Theft Auto Online is probably the ultimate example here in just seeing the success that they've had. That's a last generation game and tops the charts each and every single month, top 3, top 5. Into 2021, it is a cash cow moneymaker. And for good reason. It's a lot of fun. I have said before that I believe the MMO genre is dead. And I don't believe it's dead in that good MMO games cannot last and exist. The model has shifted. So when World of Warcraft first came out and was this huge MMO, and MMOs before it, Everscape, is it Everscape? I don't know. MMOs before it, World of Warcraft is the biggest one that really brought it to the mainstream. There was nothing else like it out there. There was no other place where you could join and be on a server with hundreds of people doing different missions, doing your own thing, going on different quests. But now that's the norm. In all reality, every game is an MMO. Grand Theft Auto is the new MMO in my opinion. Grand Theft Auto Online, Destiny is an MMO. Apex, Apex and Call of Duty, Fortnite, all MMOs. All MMO-like in the fact that massive multiplayer online. They all have that in common, in my opinion. And I think Assassin's Creed Infinity is just another step in that direction. And I actually like that. I think that Assassin's Creed would actually benefit, instead of taking us from different eras and generations and cool locations, which they always nail, by the way, from Valhalla to Syndicate to the Revolutionary War, back to, Rome and Greece and whatnot, just wrapping that all in one infinite world, I think would really do good for Assassin's Creed. Then it's not so much based on, I like this one better than that one because of where you were and who you were and the character. Now it's all merged together in this prolonged infinite project that's existing. Let's go through this article real quick from Jason Schreier. Ubisoft plans Assassin's Creed Live online game service. Assassin's Creed, a video game franchise set in huge worlds where each one can take hundreds of hours to complete, is getting even bigger. A new project, which is known inside Ubisoft Entertainment by the codename Assassin's Creed Infinity, sets out to create a massive online platform that evolves over time, according to people familiar with its development. Again, think Red Dead Redemption Online. Same thing. Now, they've not done it really well. Not as well as Grand Theft Auto Online, that's for dang sure. But it's Halo Infinite. I just can't... That word infinite is really interesting that they used infinity here. And I think this is the future of gaming. If you love a game, why not be in that game for life? Why not do what they're doing here? It's why Grand Theft Auto in this sandbox has been so good. I'll give you another example. Forza Horizon. I foresee a time in which we just get Forza. And maybe they merge Motorsport and Horizon into one grand experience. Huh? Might be onto something there. Whereas previous Assassin's Creed games each unfolded in specific historical settings, such as ancient Greece or Ptolemaic Egypt. I'm not even sure if I said that right. I'm just going to say ancient Egypt. Infinity will contain multiple settings. Oh, yes, please. With room to expand to others in the months and years following its debut, said the people who asked not to be identified, discussing a project under development. Individual games on the platform might look and feel different, but they will all be connected. Now, that's an interesting statement. Individual games on the platform might look and feel different, but they'll all be connected. Are they going... That to me kind of changes my idea there. That to me says that they are going more of a Master Chief collection, where it's a collection, but that's not the case. That wouldn't be the case. It wouldn't be called Infinity if that's the case, and that would be a weak. If they do that, weak sauce. I doubt that's the case. I think this is just highlighting that, hey, in each of these areas, it's going to be different. Details surrounding the project, which hasn't been previously reported, are in flux and it's still years away from release. The teams have also been affected by Me Too allegations, politics. I got to get that in there. This studio also got hit by the Me Too movement. Oh, and who did they vote for? Jason Schreier. Oh, and they voted, by the way, they voted this way, so like them or don't like them, but we're going to include that in this story for what purpose? Let's just talk about, oh, look at this. This whole story becomes about any employee that had allegations and remain, dude, the first 3 paragraphs is the story, and then we dive into the Me Too allegations at Ubisoft. That's a completely separate story. Journalists. Let's head back to the blog. Assassin's Creed Infinite. It's coming, baby. I'm really excited. I actually think that this is good for gaming. I think, why not? It's here. The future is here. The future is now. Internet exists. Destiny's done it right. Grand Theft Auto Online's done it right. Call of Duty. A few years ago, we were talking Call of Duty can't go Battle Royale. They're not going to make it work. What are they going to do with their individual releases every year? They've managed to do it and managed to do it really well. You've got Apex Legends, who has done it really well. I think a lot of franchises are going to go this way. Now, will we reach overload where it's too much and it all becomes the same? Perhaps. But as of right now, I really like this. I like the way that Halo Infinite is going, denoting that it's this franchise, it's this game, it's the base game, and will expand out over time. Same with Assassin's Creed Infinity. Imagine the story arc you can get if you just keep adding to it and not separating them. Right now, how the story arc works is if you start in Valhalla, you don't necessarily know the story from all of the past ones. Housing those all in one world that evolves over time, oh, it would be so good. Assassin's Creed is so good that way. I'm really looking forward to this. It will be really interesting to see what additional news we get as it continues to be developed. Again, it says, Jason Schreier said there, it's really early in its development cycle, so I'm sure we're not going to get to see it. But there you go. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a good move or a bad move? Would you rather see individual games come out every year? Or do you think going this perpetual game, i.e. Grand Theft Auto Online, Halo Infinite, now Assassin's Creed Infinity mode is the way to go? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. I'm X1 the Gamer. This is the XoneBros. Have a great rest of your day, guys.